It was the summer of 2011. Our daughter Jen was enjoying a few weeks of summer break before starting her surgical tech internship through Gateway Community College. We would take early morning walks with Emma, our Doberman. One morning, we stumbled across a litter of kittens in a drainage pipe behind the church that borders our development. There were 4 black kittens. We would occasionally see Mama running away, so we left them to her care, but also left food and water daily. Over time, we would get closer without them running, but never close enough to touch. We also started seeing fewer kittens as the weeks went by. Eventually, we no longer saw Mama, and there was just one kitten left. He was still skittish, and we could not pick him up. It bothered me, and I worried for the other kittens. I felt I hadn't done enough to help them. Eventually, we staged a coup and were able to trick him with food while I snatched him up and into a cat carrier. That is how Einstein came to live with us. Fast forward to the next spring. Jen is in school, and I'm walking Emma by myself one morning when I stumble across another litter of kittens and their mama. I was able to walk right up to little one and scoop up her 5-week-old body and bring her home. She and Einie became fast friends. You know, it felt good. I was able to catch one of little one's siblings, and we turned him over to an agency that would foster him until he was old enough to adopt out. That fall, we discovered an older female black cat at the same church. You guessed it. Mama T came to live with us shortly thereafter as well. She was 3 or 4 years old and had been TNR'd, which stands for trap, neuter, return. Her left ear tip had been surgically removed when she was spay. This is the universal indicator that a free-roaming cat has been sterilized. At this point, we were pretty sure we were done. We now had 4 cats, including Jen's cat that she had had all of her life. Then, about 1 o'clock in the morning in the summer of 2013, we heard a knock on our door. A neighbor had found a 2.5-week-old kitten near our community pool. He had listened to her cry for hours and was sure Mama was not returning for her. His wife is severely allergic to cats, and he wondered if we could help. Well, Meep's overnight stay has turned into more than 2 years now. Shortly thereafter, I found her siblings, Philip and Lillian, on an early morning walk, and we were able to just pick them up. Later that fall, I was finally able to coax their sister, Ashley, into coming home with us. She was literally on the verge of starvation. Yes, we can do the math. In fact, we did the math. We learned that Maricopa County has an estimated 250,000, that's 250,000, free-roaming outdoor cats. Have you noticed cats living outdoors in your community? Perhaps in the parking lot of your neighborhood Walmart or other stores, or perhaps your church. They are everywhere. Through Trap, Neuter, Return, and other programs, we are able to provide free-roaming cats a better quality of life by moving away from euthanasia as the only solution to our valley's cat overpopulation issue. We realized we were going to need to do something differently because our home had turned into a cat rescue center. In fact, it did turn into a cat rescue center. We formed an amateur rescue operation and have called it Cat in the House. And over the next 2 years, we continued to rescue. The Arizona Animal Welfare League has been very helpful in taking in several of our kittens and getting them placed in forever homes. We formed a GoFundMe page where our colleagues, friends, and family donate funds to help pay for the vetting and living expenses of the animals. We find that many people want to help, and that providing funding gives them an avenue to be part of the solution. We also volunteer with Fearless Kitty Rescue in Fountain Hills. They offer a unique, free-roaming rescue center and an inviting living room type atmosphere. Fearless Kitty is helping us place our most recent rescue, a young male by the name of Gray. We wanted to do more, as there were still many free-roaming cats in our community that were not yet socialized and were still reproducing. So Jeff and I bought traps and are working in partnership with our HOA. We have trapped and neutered several cats this fall. Our homeowners association supports the efforts and reimburses the surgical fees. We understand that many HOAs will work with their homeowners in this manner. As it turns out, it's actually lower cost to sterilize a cat than to have it trapped and removed. And it's also illegal in the valley to trap and remove or kill a free-roaming cat. Turning a cat over to a shelter can be another good solution if the cat is socialized enough to be adoptable. Please be sure to only work with a no-kill shelter. For instance, the Humane Society is not a no-kill shelter. Nationwide statistics tell us that approximately 70% of all cats turned into shelters are euthanized. That is 7 out of 10 cats that are being put down. There are many no-kill shelters in the valley that do intake animals. Please make sure those are your first choice. TNR will be the best solution for many outdoor cats, especially those that have not been socialized and are fearful of people. Some cats, once sterilized, can become tame over time. Many others will live out peaceful, non-invasive, healthy lives in our communities with a little help from their human friends. Usually, the person who organizes the TNR efforts is also the colony caregiver. They provide food, water, and shelter for the long term. There is an abundance of information online about how to get started with TNR in your neighborhood. The Animal Defense League of Arizona offers low-cost spay and neuter services through Valley clinics. You just call their spay-neuter hotline to make an appointment. It's only $25 to sterilize a cat, and as a bonus, your $25 is considered a tax-deductible donation. You can also borrow traps from them, and they will provide you with all the details you need to know, and they will walk you through it. They are committed to helping our Valley residents make a difference. There is a growing groundswell of support for TNR in the Valley. You have to look no further than Facebook to find thriving groups of individuals who are committed to making a difference in this area. Long gone is the stereotype and stigma of the crazy cat lady. There is an equal split of men and women involved in rescue and TNR, which has confirmed my suspicions that real men do, in fact, love cats. As of December 2015, we've rescued, fostered, adopted out, and or TNR'd 27 cats from our community, and it all started with Aini 4 summers ago. I had turned a blind eye for years because it felt heavy and hard to figure out. Know that it's not hard, and it's anything but heavy. We hope you'll join us in making a difference for the cats in your communities. There are many ways you can get involved. Consider adopting a cat or 2 from your local rescue. Donate supplies or funds and volunteer. Get involved with your community's TNR program or initiate your own. Consider providing food and water and shelter for your neighborhood cats. Set up a feeding station in your yard or some other protected area. And in extreme weather, offer shelter for the cat. Please spay and neuter your pets. Allowing unaltered pets to free roam magnifies the situation. And help us spread the word and share this information with other animal lovers. Join the growing number of Valley residents who are acting as responsible stewards of our planet in providing proven solutions for our free-roaming cat situation. I hope you'll pitch in. You'll be glad you did. Saving lives feels so good.